Thank you, Infinite Intelligence, for making this possible. 222 on the clock. Thank you for this synchronicity. So, thank you. Thank you for my ability to move, grow, sleep, eat, and most importantly, thank you for my ability to be positive energy, to express love. Thank you so much. Because I know it's not by my power I can be positive. So, every day of my life, that I'm always grateful for. My gratitudes are always around being able to be positive energy, especially in somewhere like Nigeria where it is very easy to be negative, literally, because everybody is feeling something not good, right? And everybody will be quick to blame the economy, the government, one thing or the other. They don't even care about anything called emotional intelligence, right? That they cannot put their emotion, the responsibility of their emotion on somebody. That's what makes you emotionally intelligent. Is until you don't blame anybody for your emotions, for how you feel. That is when you can say you're emotionally intelligent. If not, there's no really proof of being emotionally intelligent when you're still blaming something for happening. That is why your emotions are like that. That is why when one lady that used to call herself emotionally intelligent, right? When she hit a little girl on the street that was begging for arms, literally, like that's what the person was doing. You don't know how the person is going through shit, right? When she hit her because she was begging for arms, I at that point, everything I thought I liked about her dropped. Like it dropped as if someone ripped out the cloth off. Like someone ripped someone naked right in front of my eye. And at that point, I was wondering how could I think that anything was more intelligent than love? Because love is the highest form of intelligence. Love is wisdom. Love is infinite intelligence. And love is God. Literally, love is God. So understand that it is because love is God that love is positive energy. Right? I remember today is my day one. I just started growing. This big baby. Right? I just started growing, literally. So one thing I love about myself is I love the way I see the world. Genuinely, honestly. You having issues, right, with how I see the world, how I perceive and understand the world. It's just see it this way. It's like you saying that you don't like my dark skin. And so something I should go and be angry about it. Or I should feel bad about the fact that you don't like my dark skin. Like, have you seen anyone that is dark? They love the color of their skin. Like, seriously. What do you think Black Pride is about? I would never do anything to change the color of my skin in anything. I love the color of my skin, seriously. I have no issues with it. And the same way, I equally love the mindset I have, the way I see the world. It doesn't mean I don't value other people, right? I love other skin colors, right? But nothing can be more than the way I love my skin. And then my skin is a mixture of different colors. Like I said, I like seeing the vein on my chest. I love seeing that way that my skin looks transparent. Do you know what it is to see vein on your skin? You can almost see the blackness of blood inside your veins, literally. So seeing veins on my chest is like a hell of a bonus. You don't even understand how crazy it is. I'm psyched about things that you probably wouldn't be psyched about. I'm grateful every single day that I can take a shit without any assistance, without any tube up my ass, or any medical support or anything whatsoever. Because I know what it is like to help someone just to take a shit that cannot do that without support, right? I have that depth of understanding. That's where I am coming from. So things that people would naturally overlook, like it doesn't mean anything. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me to have a brother that would rather see my perspective than see another person's perspective because he puts very important how I see things, the way I see it. So even though everybody has their own perspective, he wants to know how I see my own, what I'm seeing, because he knows how I'm seeing things are different. And this one that's grown with me, right, from small, that's seen me in different phases of my life, right, and knows who I am, literally. Every crush I ever had growing up then, right, the only person that knew everything and everything was my younger brother, literally. And the only person that could help me was my younger brother, right? Literally, we could yap each other. But it's just as if when it's my own turn to yap, it now becomes as if no, it is very sensitive. Meanwhile, when he was doing his own, I was not. But anyway, I learned that I was the bigger person, so I stopped being that one that was yapping because it felt as if anything I say is so serious. Meanwhile, I just wanted him to be himself, right? There was a lot of time where it's everything I want that I want. And it became annoying because I felt, how can't you have something that you desire that is you? I was like, be yourself. That was the only reason why I even pushed my younger brother away growing up, seriously. And we became people that nobody can separate us if we're fighting, right? And we fight, we beat each other to that point where we're exhausted and just laughing at that point. Like, seriously, that's how we fight. We don't fight to separate, we fight to join together because we understand that fighting each other is never making sense, right? Like, deep within us, we feel like that. And there was a time when I was small, when we were really that ninja kind of fighter, right? And this, my younger brother, stone scissors, right, into my leg. And the scissors was just standing and I was just looking at him. And do you know what happened? At that moment there, I saw myself and like I just had a glimpse of myself dragging out the scissors from my leg, right? And taking it and stabbing him with anger because I was like having that anger issue then. And when I saw that, I saw what happened afterward. That I was crying because when the anger removed, washed away, right? I saw that I didn't have a brother again. I didn't have someone that loves me, that understands me, that sees me, not who they think they are, right? Or who they think I am, or whatever they're thinking, but me, right? To the point of loving everything I love, right? At that point, I just said, this anger is bullshit, right? It just means you're hot. And what are you even hot about? I wasn't really hot about him. I was hot about so many things that was going on with me then. I was hot about this dysphoria. I was hot about misgendering. I'm not about so many things because I allowed external things, right, dictate my emotions. And when I saw it for what it was, right, I felt very stupid. Let me not lie to you. I felt very stupid, like seriously. And I took that step and said, never anymore would I be stupid. Why do I even exist? I wanted to understand the root of existence, right? Because I like to know the cocoa of the horror. That's the kind of person I am. So Me now being that kind of person that seriously seeks to know what is up, right? That's how my journey started, right? And during this my journey, I've met different people, people that I would have loved to always hang out with, right? That I thought that I ended up seeing didn't make sense to even be around. Like seriously. And these are people that I actually enjoyed being around once upon a time, right? I thought it made sense, but it stopped making sense. I couldn't understand why I would put negative attention around me. Because anybody that doesn't feel good right around me, right, it would definitely be wrong for me to keep torturing them with my presence, literally. So that was me. That's why you can understand how much my twin flame means everything to me. Someone that not just understands me, but someone that desires to understand me always, right? Just like I desire to unfold the God within her. And I'm not settling for less. I'm not looking for anything that is not infinite intelligence. And why is that? Because pure love, right, is unconditional love, and it's positive, pure positivity is what allows infinite intelligence flow, right? And I know that if someone is purely positive, I would feel the flow of infinite intelligence, and that is the main reason why it is unconditional love that unites us as one. So yes, I am hyper focused on source. Literally, this means I am hyper focused on love. And because of this, I have no social. It's literally a struggle to come out of solitude and mix with people because I can't stop saying anything about love. Literally, it's like they swear for me, honestly speaking. My mother will say, I be they swear for you. And I will say, they swear for me. Because love has really dealt with me to the point that everything I see is just either expression of love or expression of lack of love. And if I see expression of love, I appreciate it. I go on the behalf of love and say I thank you for your free will, right? I appreciate every expression of love I see. And if I see any expression of lack of love, it makes me appreciate the love I see even much more because I'm like, people can be good, or thank God for the good people I have in my life, right? And the more I saw people for what they are, right, the more my brother became gold to me. Like, I wanted him to see other people and have his own perspective of life, not just my perspective. So I'm not someone that will always tell him everything because I don't want him to think like me. I want him to think like himself. So because my aunties, right, my mom's sister, they have a way of like mimicking each other so much that it's almost as if one was a shadow of the other. And I was like, why don't you want to be authentic yourself? Like, there's so many things within you can, you know, do within yourself. Like, and so when I saw that growing up, I didn't want to be like that in any way. I made sure my younger brother, because of how close we are, don't become carbon copy of each other. Because being in people's spaces has a way of influencing you. So this is why all I want is positive energy around me. This is why I prefer to spend the rest of my life with infinite intelligence, right? And so the only thing that unites me and my twin flame is unconditional love. You can see why it is not something that has insecurities. Our relationship is so perfect that there's no fear, there's no worry, there's no doubt. Because anything fear, anything negative would always bring about separation in any relationship. Whether you believe it, you don't believe it, but negative attention would only expand negative emotion. You can't be watching someone being killed, right? Being tortured, and somehow you're feeling good. right? If you even if you consider yourself to feel good, it will only make you someone that will kill and do something like that, which would always only expand negative emotions, right? And that means somebody else would be a victim of that because now you become someone that will do that kind of thing to somebody else. Right? So you can see that either ways there's no lie about it. So that is literally why my twin flame is so special and so important to me, because I'm not joking with my constructive interference. And our relationship is so sound that it actually affects other people and how they see themselves in their relationship. Due to the fact that some people were not happy in their relationship, right? A lot of people just watching how wonderful me and my baby is, right? Me and my twin flame is, right? They ended relationships that they felt were not worthy of them because they had an example to learn from. And this was literally the will of love we exist within. That there's a right way, not really a right way, but there's a way that literally feels good, genuinely, that can exist, that people can take after and grow better from there. Because the truth is, we don't want you to copy us exactly. We want you to do what makes you feel good because everybody's unique. That's the truth. What we would love to do together wouldn't be what you and your person would love to do together. That's the truth. We would love to read together because I'm a book, literally, and I cannot help but write, right? And she would have read a lot of books and being someone that is interested in understanding existence, right? Because literally, she would be someone after the origin of existence, knowing the meaning of unconditional love, knowing why being unconditional love is not weakness, right? And because she's infinite intelligence, she's feeling good, she's very artistic, she's very creative. So literally, I can have this clear understanding of how creatively she and beautiful she is, just being herself, being genuinely her. Right? Because she always wants to be artistic, to express every energy that's within her. And I feel that's very beautiful because that's all I'm even interested in, right? And so that is an example of a visualization in motion. Can you see how you build what you want? You give it background, you give it, you can even give it a music, the kind of song that you would probably love to watch, right? And because I'm interested in feminine energy, right? I love to feel a soft hand caress my face. Not because the reason why I'm laughing is because most times my sister will say, so you don't want to use your strong backweish hand to rub somebody and you want soft hand to rub your face. Is that not wicked then? But the truth is the truth is I'm using my hand like very useful. Like I hold things firmly and I love that, right? I love to have that firm grip. And my hands being the way they are, right, has helped me not, right, sleep things out of my hand that would have been very fatal. Like I've caught a tuber of yam with my hand growing up. Can you imagine? Do you know the craziest thing? That one day, me and my sister were trying to do teamwork to fix something, right? You know, this is why if you start changing your vibration, right? Literally, circumstances around you would automatically also change. This is me and my sister that we're not always getting along at the beginning, right? We now have moments where we're doing something together, creating something together. And the thing is, when you work together, literally, it helps you get closer. and it helps you get along with people, right? That's why work exists. Work, the whole point of work was to, sorry, business literally was to help people grow in love, help people come together in love, to work, teamwork. Because teamwork will always make the dream work, right? And it's only when people feel included, when they feel understood, where they feel, you know, come, yeah, when they feel they matter, right? And so if you don't put that energy in a relationship, it's clear. It's only maybe you're not the one that is sensible enough to see it, but it's always clear when someone is interested in you. You see it, you understand that, oh, this person is interested in you. You see it, and right, you can tell. But because of how your past interactions have been based on the level of vibration you had then, you now have some doubts like, won't you see the same kind of reaction from people? No, your level, your present level of vibration that is positive now would attract people of that nature. And see, love, being unconditional love is boundaries on its own. People think because you're unconditional love, you don't have, you would just be giving yourself to people. No, you learn that you need to have before you give. You need to give from a place of you have given to yourself and you're overflowing. That's why you have to give to others. Right? You see that there is no sacrifice in love, because the truth is there is no sacrifice in love. Love used itself to bet all that can exist, and so you and I are equally in love. Nobody senior past you in love. You can equally express the love that Jesus Christ expressed. Not even Jesus Christ is above love, because anything that is placed above love literally gets destroyed, right? So I want us to listen. Wow, it just went out. I had something I wanted us to hear and literally just work with. But yes, I think I could do another video on that, because it's kind of like a while, and I don't want to make this so much longer. So yes, I, I hope I'll be able to pick that video that I would save somewhere that we would use to talk on, because I was led to do that. And so it's in my mind to do that, even if it's once or twice, right? We still have 2 more days on our 7 days challenge, right? And remember, right now, I'm just expressing with you my own positivity. Thank you, Infinite Intelligence. For on the clap, man. So I'm just expressing with you my my personal positive affirmations said with belief, with emotions, giving it every solidity of reality, right? By sensing that which would feel like when it is already done. Because when it's already done, I would literally express that naturally, because I'm already with my twin flame, right? And even if we don't lay on the same bed for the very first time, right? It doesn't mean that we won't get to that level, right? Of having contact. It's going to be a gradual process, right? We first start from touching, like we won't just rush into touching, right? We get to know each other before we start touching physically, because that's how I want it. I don't want it. I want to ensure that everyone's feels safe in the union, right? Including myself. So I'm not excluded of it. I have to feel safe enough to, right, want to touch, right? Because I can decide not to touch, right? And it's unconditional love anyway. So whatever it is, as long as we're together, right, we would. I have said right too many times. Being together, uh, we would learn each other because we're unconditional love. Which it's it will take a while. I'm not saying to be automatic, right? Two people, two different cultures coming together, two different understanding, two different perspective, two different brains, but one consciousness, right? Or one energy. The uniqueness is there by infinite intelligence. The divine union is always a masculine and a feminine, right? And I understand that my fire, right, will be met with that energy of water because I've understood it that way. So literally, I have ideas of what water feels like. It feels calm, it feels welcoming, it feels, you know, just pure. It flows, right? So I have ideas, let me not lie to you. Most times I'm just lost in my head, right? And forgive me for right. There's really nothing right or wrong. It's just how we perceive it. So I don't put conditions on anyone. I want everyone to be their authentic self, just like my baby. My baby, my baby. My baby. And yes, I love to see veins on my chest. Seeing veins on my chest means so much to me, honestly speaking. It's about me. It's not even about anyone but myself, right? And when people learn that, I just love the most outrageous things, kind of. They don't really have issues with it. Like my younger brother expects the most craziest things from me, and that's why we go along so well. Like we understand each other perfectly. Like we don't even roll with each other like there's anything normal. We don't welcome normal in our midst, right? But yeah, a particular pattern is boring. That's why love is diversity, literally. So thank you for joining me. Maybe probably next time we'll be able to select that short voice that we would analyze and express certain things on. And you get to see more of my perspective through that and more of my, visualized, brought into reality form kind of understanding. So thank you. I kiss that lip that I only want to kiss, right? The lip knows themselves, literally the lips up and down.